Woo! All right. Welcome back to the American Movie Podcast. This is the host of the podcast. Welcome. This is Matthew Benjamin. Today, we're going to go over something absolutely extraordinary. This is the Vietnam War documentary, and this is directed by Ken Burns. And I've only seen the first two episodes because that's all they've allowed right now. That's all that's aired. It just premiered Sunday at 7. And this is a remarkable story. Okay. Ken Burns sought out, him and his team have spent 10 years trying to accumulate all of these stories of the past and make some sort of unbiased, episodic rendition of what actually the playing field was during Vietnam, politically, public opinion-wise, the opponents of it, the communist aspects of it, the Viet Cong, all of the people on the other side of the world. It is crazy. It is chilling to see all of this. And what was so cool about it was that it's unaired footage, and they found and they restructured command rooms like by the Japanese and the Vietnamese, and they break open interviews with militia and the Viet Cong veterans, and it is just insanity to see the mentality and the state of the world in that period. And it goes through the political realm as well and the intentions of the political realm. And it starts about 1850, way back when not even cell phones were alive. What's going on? So 1850 to around, I think, 1950-ish, something like that. That's the first episode, and it kind of breaks down the progression of Vietnam, how the people are very sophisticated morally, and how they actually want their own freedom because they were a colony from France, and they're very proud people too, and there was an enormous conflict in between that. So that's the beginning of that, and it talks about Ho Chi Minh and then the Viet Minh, the independence initiative of the Vietnamese. And then it also goes all the way up into 1950, and then it's just extraordinary to see the developments of this area, and it is insanity. So I can't believe that these people spent 10 years on this documentary. It's 18 hours, and you have to understand that there was probably 1,000 hours of footage, and they had to pick and choose what actually they kept after they spent months and years on certain aspects of the documentary, I'm sure, and they had to kill their darlings, as they say. And it's just, I can't even fathom spending that much time on a project. You only get 8 of those 8 decades, and you just spent one of them on this one project. And that's why I think it's important to at least just watch a little bit of it. And if it's not your cup of tea, change it. You don't have to watch it, but it premieres, I think it's a 10-day special. I think it's consecutive days. It started Sunday, and it plays prime time. I'm assuming it was playing at 8 last night, or 7 Eastern Standard Time. So it is extraordinary. In episode 2, it goes into the development of Kennedy, the Bay of Pigs, all the troubles in Saigon, where these Buddhist monks set themselves on fire because the tension was so high, and they wanted their political beliefs understood to the degree that they would just set themselves ablaze. And these Buddhist monks did that. And that is one of the most chilling images I have probably ever seen. And they have all of the pretenses leading up to that as well. And it is just so crazy to see. And it's very informative. And I think it gives you a well-balanced idea of what's going on. And that was the main objective, was to tell the story in an unslanted way, an unbiased way, without having any bend to it. And I think they encapsulated a big portion of just this sheer magnitude of everybody inside of this war of ideology. So it was insanity, and it's still going on. So I cannot recommend this enough. It is so cool to see. And they did an extraordinary job. Some of the footage, even, it was silent. They didn't have speakers. it was such old cameras, they didn't have speakers on them. So they were just capturing footage. So they went in and spent hours of researching and studying and trying to figure out the difference of the audible noise of an M16 versus an AK-47, or a handgun versus a giant salvo shell. Like, so they went to great lengths to make this as good of a product as possible. And I think we have an obligation, because I think this will inform so many people that have no clue about the Vietnam War. So, and so far it's been unslanted to my idea of it. Like, it didn't seem very slanted to me yet. So I recommend this highly, because they've spent so much time on it, and it's really well done. And the beginning, the intro of the very first episode, you realize that this is not your everyday documentary. They show burning homes of these Vietnamese people that have been set ablaze by flamethrowers. And then they play it in reverse. And then all a while they're playing great music of the time. Like, it's crazy. The Beatles actually gave them like one of the cheapest license ever to play their music. So they have all of the music of the 50s, 60s, and 70s pretty much. And they have, I think I saw Yo-Yo Ma on there as well, who also helped with the music. So the tonally and musically, it is just incredible. So you gotta check it out. Just check out 30 minutes of it even, and it's so amazing. So yeah, it goes into the progression of the political uncertainties, and they're like really uncertain. They're the reason why they're still in Vietnam. Like, it is crazy, man. So I highly recommend this. So yes, thank you so much for listening and watching. This has been Matthew Benjamin with the American Movie Podcast. If you want to support the podcast, subscribe and review us on iTunes. It helps so much, okay? It will help a great deal. Do not forget to subscribe on all the social medias as well. That's where you can contact me. It's the easiest way, or in the comment section below. Let me know if you're going to watch this. So until next time, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Bye-bye-bye.